We are here with Larry Cordaro after a tough loss to Texarkana in the semifinals of the conference tournament. First off, it's kind of hard to win when your two first-team all-conference players go combined 5 for 21. So, well, what are your thoughts on the game?
Well, just to be completely, perfectly honest with you, I've not done as good a job as I am capable of doing leading this group. These guys have fought hard all season long. They deserve an opportunity to continue our season. But if we get that opportunity come Thursday on selection day, and when we get back to practice, and I've got to set a better standard, hold players more accountable, hold myself accountable, and put our players in better situations, not just in pick and rolls on the court, but just in all areas of our program. And I think it's really contributed to us not taking care of business tonight. Texarkana, we knew how disciplined and how tough they were, and those guys, they've got enough talent. They can obviously play for a conference tournament tomorrow night, but I felt like we could have been just right there with them and should have been. But not sure, what exactly one thing was. Was it the layoff, not playing in 17 days? Here in an arena where just Texarkana only had the same amount of time we had, so that's not really a valid reason. Just I've got to be better, Zink, and it showed tonight. And I just wish I could have given our players a little bit more, because they give us so much. And we were down in the first half, they came back. We were down in the second half, we came back. So again, our guys fought all the way to the end, but we've got to continue to do that with character and with class, and continue to learn life lessons, throughout these defeats. Hopefully, we get an opportunity to come together and to give it one more shot this year.
Then, you mentioned not playing in 17 days. You're not one to make excuses, but I mentioned Rodney and Jakeem, and they had COVID and were out for an extended period of time. And not to mention a few other players as well on the team. So that could make you guys a little bit rusty a little bit.
It's been an unusual year, and really here lately, the ending of this, like you said, we haven't played. It's been hard to even practice. Some guys we haven't even seen. Maybe that probably plays a little bit of into it. We turned the ball over too much tonight, and we lost to a good team that beat us last year here, that beat us in our last game at the Fort. I think that's 3 games in a row where Coach Ryan Wall and his staff and Texarkana has our number. And, hopefully we won't see them again this year until next year. But, we've got to get better in a hurry. And, again, I just hope that these players who've won 16 games this year and deserve an opportunity to continue our season. So we'll find out what the National Selection Committee says about that. And I want to continue to go to war with these guys. They go to war for each other and for our coaching staff. And we're going to do a better job moving forward whenever that opportunity to play again is.
Then one positive to come out of this game. Devontae Snow was nominated, was up there for Defensive Player of the Year for a reason. You had him guard Kobe Powell, who had
3 for 11,
who had nearly 30 points last game. You mentioned it, 3 for 11. I think he maybe broke double figures with his free throws at the end, but for most of the game, he was held like 7 points.
Again, credit our players. Joe and Casey and Snow, those guys are the heart and soul of our team. You throw Javon Berry. Really these guys are a tight family. They all get along with one another. We've got enough, but I've got, like I said earlier, to do a better job to make sure these guys are just right mentally. And the discipline is an area that we've got to continue to work on, and it starts with me. So I'm the general that was here in 14 when we started, and hopefully we can continue to lead these guys in a positive direction. You know, our national tournament record is 10-5 overall, if I'm not mistaken. You could probably tell me better, Zeke, if that's not. But I think our program and what we've done in national tournaments in history, these guys and what we've done this season, our program deserves to continue to play basketball, and hopefully we can put on a better performance in front of our fans if they put us right here in the Coliseum again in 2 weeks.
Then I'll get you out with this one now. I mean, you've mentioned it before. It's now the waiting game. I mean, how stressful is that? Not knowing your fate.
The ball was in our hands, down 2, and I thought Javon Berry got hit. Tried to get to the rest, but they're not going to reverse the call. And our guys were 75% from the free throw line tonight. It just came down to a couple plays. So hopefully a couple plays does not really alter our future with our season. Again, hopefully look at the body of work. We went to Lyon and beat those guys who won their conference. On a neutral site, we beat Kaiser, who won their conference tournament. We beat one of the top teams in the country in LSU Shreveport, who is up right now on Jarvis, and they've got a chance to win our conference here tomorrow night. So we've got some quality wins. Our losses are not bad losses versus Mobile on the road and Loyola, who's a nationally ranked team. So I feel confident that we'll get in, and hopefully we can continue to practice and have that faith that we will.
Okay, thank you, Coach.
Go Generals.